You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You have to brace yourself.
Brace myself. Come on.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Dark Times channel, and so here we go again, back with another one. Before I go ahead and get started, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button for me, and if you're not new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me as well. And so let's go ahead and get into it. There's a new show coming out here pretty soon, and it's called Twisted Metal. I believe it was one of the first original games on PlayStation, in which you would go around trying to smash and destroy other cars and other drivers and cause all kind of mayhem along the way. And so I happened to come across a preview of the new Twisted Metal and what it's gonna look like. And so it looks like the actor Anthony Mackie is gonna be playing one of the leading roles in the new Twisted Metal series. And I like the actor Anthony Mackie. I think he's a good actor. I think he's a hell of an actor. He always has a believable character for the most part, a little too believable. A little too believable. If you guys watch season 5, episode 1 of Black Mirror, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. That was the intro to this video, in which Anthony Mackie had one of the leading roles. Season 5, episode 1. And the episode is based around this virtual reality game in which him and his longtime friend are gonna get caught up in.
So I am
Roxette.
okay. So where's my guy?
Lance.
Damn. All right, Lance, let's go.
Okay.
This is crazy. What the f?
Danny, said you gotta brace yourself.
Carl? Solid.
You think your chest is impressive? Check this shit out. Okay, enough of the Captain Acrobat shit. You ready to fight?
I'm ready. How to get out of here? Exit! Exit game!
And so after their first little entanglement, they hopped off the game, and neither one of them even mentioned it. They didn't call each other, they didn't talk about it, and they just waited until the next day until one of them got an invite to get back on the game. And when they finally talked about it, they both blamed it on the alcohol. They blamed it on the liquor. They said, "Oh, I'm a little drunk from the party. You know, I must have had a few too many."
Hey there.
Look. Last time we played, I was drunk, man. From the party.
Me too.
1, fight!
Homie, love a friend is what I'm looking for.
I don't care how many Heinekens I have. I don't care how many tequila shots I have. I don't care how many Jack and Coke shots I throw back. Ain't no way in hell I'm doing something like that. And so when they start back the game, when they get back inside the game, they can't go 5 minutes before they start up where they left off. Long story short, both of them have issues outside in the real world. Both of them started questioning their own sexuality. Both of them started having intimacy issues with their partners. Neither one of them can get it up, and if they do, it's not for long. And so it's all kind of issues that arise over this video game, over these images. And so when it comes to this new show that's going to be coming out on Peacock, Twisted Metal, knowing that Anthony Mack is in it doesn't give me any hope as far as the kind of agendas and the kind of visuals they're going to be showing, especially when I saw this visual. When this visual popped up, I can already tell there's probably going to be at the very least, sexual confusion going on in this show.
It's a forced habit, I guess.
Sounds like you have trust issues.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Nice pipes, dude, I have to say. That high note, woo, it's perfect.
And so by no means am I telling people not to watch this show, but probably quite the opposite. A lot of the times when they have all this different kind of degeneracy and confusion going on in these shows, those would be the main shows that they put the golden nuggets in. All the good stuff is usually hidden in the shit, if that makes sense. And that's by no coincidence, that's by design. You know, a lot of times they'll give you the pearls, but they'll hide it. Like I said, they'll hide it in the shit, and they'll hide it in a pile of shit, and you gotta find it. But oftentimes we see stuff like that going on and we want to turn away from it. And definitely if you have children that are not of age, this is something that I'm pretty sure it's not going to be for kids anyway, but this is something that you definitely want to keep them away from. But as far as adults watching it, this is probably going to be one of those shows where they got a lot of good info in, just like with the Black Mirror episode that I mentioned before. Although they had, you know, a level of degeneracy going on in there, they had a lot of good nuggets in there too. They're pretty much telling you how it's going to be in the near future, in the not so distant future, especially as it pertains to this virtual reality. I believe Apple just launched a version of virtual reality with the $3,000 virtual reality headset that they launched. I know it's not, you know, completely virtual reality, at least not like it was in the Black Mirror episode, but it's a step ahead of everything or anything that we have out right now. And so it's really not going to be too much longer until we're looking at video games like this, where you can actually immerse yourself in the action and be one within the game. And the kind of behavior that is going to be promoted on something like that is going to be to a level that we haven't seen before. And I'm quite sure you're going to have a good amount of people within society that are not going to be able to tell the difference between virtual reality and reality after a while. And they're going to start questioning their reality. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. As I'm saying this, that could actually be a good thing. People questioning their reality. And I'm not talking about sexual confusion and things of that nature. As I talked about earlier, or as I mentioned earlier, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about questioning the nature of your reality, questioning humanism and what it means to be human. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. And of course, when I say these things, I'm not talking to the spiritually dead, because the people that are spiritually dead aren't going to be able to tell the difference. And they're going to take everything on face value. And they're going to be living a more carnal lifestyle and a more superficial lifestyle. So the things that they experience is going to be on a superficial level. So I'm not talking to the spiritually dead people when I say things like this. And so I think that's going to be a good spot to wrap up. And like I said, I'm not discouraging anybody from watching this new Peacock show. I believe it comes out July 27th on Peacock, Twisted Metal. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be a lot of good nuggets within it, but I definitely think there's going to be a level of degeneracy in it, mainly to try to scare away the conscious community. That's the only community that really matters if you think about it. Everybody else is the walking dead. And so a lot of the times, like I said earlier, when they do this programming, the main focus is to put a scarecrow right in the middle of these shows and these movies that come out. But either way, we'll see. And so drop a comment in the comment section for me. And if you're not new to the channel and you enjoy the content, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me as well. And don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. And as usual, peace and chaos.